So welcome everyone to Namaste Village and to peace within, without, the peace that passes all understanding. Hi everyone. I promised that James would be here this morning. So isn't it like the flow of love? It's a surprise. I'm still here. So James is on his way from Indianapolis, where he's been on retreat for a week, back to Portland. So he will be here tomorrow, and he does have some wonderful surprises for you tomorrow. But today, I'm really excited because we have an extended part of our family here. You know Elaine, I'm traveling with Elaine from Boston, and now I'm in Maine at my dearest brother and sister, Bill and Lisa. So, and most of you know Bill and Lisa because you know of all of the Teachers of God, the Pure Presence conferences. You've been on Caminos, you've been on watching the movies. Bill had over 3 million views on the first movie. And the second, I haven't got the count right now, and the third is coming out. In any case, this is part of our family. And we talk about a new earth, new heaven and new earth, and how it's showing up. And don't be worried about the disruptions when they come, because when we live in the presence of the holiness and the fire of love right now, we can't figure out what those things really are, except to trust that they're directions for greater joy. They are directions for greater communication. They are directions for literally this new heaven and this new earth that comes through our own hands and our voice and our hearts and our feet. So, just like we've gone through some big changes at Namaste Village, and many of you have gone through big changes, what may look like a disruption, but is actually the fulfillment of lessons learned and time fulfilled into a new time where there are new opportunities and new ways of gathering and giving. And so we've seen that at Namaste Village, and I've invited Bill and Lisa to share what's going on with them directly. You've heard me make some references here and there, but what a gift to have them here. And I'm going to turn the rest of the time over to you completely to share what's happening. I'm going to get out of the way. Lane and I will step aside. Okay.
I think you need to move over
There we go.
right out.
Namaste. Hi, everyone. My favorite greeting is the name of your community, Namaste Village. Namaste from our heart to yours. And let's see, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm so happy. Like Vicky just said she was coming up, and her sister Noreen and Harvey might just walk through the door any second. Elaine, most of you know Elaine. She's lives in Mexico now, but she's actually from here. So Bill and I have known Elaine forever from living in this area. We live in Maine right now, New Hampshire's. You were in Massachusetts. So it's just incredible to just be together again. And yeah, and so I don't even know how to start. Like Bill went to Portugal to film Muji for the third documentary in April.
Yes.
And Bill was actually with Muji in 2011. Vicky and I and Bill went to London to see Muji, and then Bill was actually in Portugal when Muji first moved to the land. So Bill was a big part of the construction and the very small group of like 25, 30 people that were there. And he just went back and just fell in love again. Just was like, I love it here. There's just an amazing community of just people from all over the world that are truth seekers. And Bill's just said, I want to buy a property here. I want to buy a property here. And he called me. I was here in Maine with the cats. And while he was away for 3 weeks, and he said, I want you to come here. Can you come? Can you just get on a flight to Portugal? And I want you to see the place. And at first I was amazing, like, yes, I'll be, yes, well, I'm coming. And I didn't realize my passport was not renewed. I thought I had a good passport, but it had expired, so I couldn't go. And Bill bought a property on 20 acres and a house. So he came back and and
Spontaneous.
we live like this. I mean, he did tell me he did run it by me at first, but it definitely was out of the blue. Oh, there we go, some light. The light has come. And so we live in this house here in Maine, and he said, would love to sell the house. And I had probably a 12-hour period of resistance to that. When he first said, I want to sell the house, let's sell the house, I said, no, we're not selling the house. I love this house. No. And see, the good thing about spiritual practice is you get to see your own resistance and attachments. That's the whole thing. And I just wanted to make it work out. I wanted to just be able to like stay here. He go to Portugal, he come back, And that night I went into the bathtub and opened the Course in Miracles, and it landed on a workbook lesson that said, I am at peace and bring peace with me everywhere I go. And I tell you, it was like, that's it. That's it. That is exactly it. I am at peace and I bring peace with me wherever I go. And I felt this sense of joy and wonder, and got out of the bathtub and I went downstairs. It's at 10 o'clock at night. I said, let's sell the house. Let's do it. Let's sell it. And this month has been such a joy since then. Being in the unfolding, we don't have a buyer yet, but it's just everything feels easy this month. Everything feels in the flow. So Bill's got some amazing, just kind of what the property is, and I'm just going to hand it to you now.
Huh. So life is a constant unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
Every minute, every day, you don't know what's going to happen, and it offers us a place of being aware of every experience from a place of I don't know. I don't know mind. Just a no mind zone. It takes practice. It takes practice. That's what we did here for 15 minutes. And then as we're listening to music, that's another communication device, a frequency for staying aware, for noticing, for just being present without the chitty chatter of the thinking mind that thinks it's this, that thinks it's a body, that thinks it's a person. Now, we will have a relative experience in the body mind person identity, and yet it's our calling to acknowledge and to recognize that we are that which is aware of all experience. We are formless, we are infinite, we are what God is, basically. And it takes practice. It takes real persistence to abide in that frequency. It's a frequency. It's the peace of God that passes understanding. It's the quiet present. It's the stillness that we all are, that actually is what we is. It's the stillness of this moment and every moment. And it's in this practice, this sadhana, that we listen. It's in this understanding that we become attuned to our true nature. And when we're attuned to our true nature, like Lisa goes in the bathtub and gets attuned to her true nature. And many of us have different ways of accessing that portal. It's the portal to the present. It's the portal to through the I am and back from the I am back into this I am embodiment. And when I went to Portugal, I was there 3 weeks. We filmed Muji, Mooji. I saw somebody spelled it Muji. It's Muji. And he's an old friend and guru and teacher of mine. And he named me Rishi about 14 years ago. So people at Sahaja call me Rishi. And I feel it's a name that I honor as a Sanskrit word that comes from Maharishi. The Ramana Maharishi is the last part of his name, and Rishikesh, India. That's where the great rishis. That's where they sort of were founded from. Rishikesh, India.
It means sage. The
It
rishis.
does. It
And,
means sage or seer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was quite honored to be given that name. And while we were there at Sahaja, visiting all these great friends of mine and people that really run the ashram, there's about 90 people, a team of 90 to 100 people that run the ashram all the time. They live there. They get paid minimum wage, and they have free room and board, or it comes out of their pay. They end up with a little bit of pay, but they've given their life to serving at the ashram because it's not. I mean, many people adore Muji. They idolize him like many people do the Buddha or Jesus or great sages. Many people, I love Muji. He's a dear friend and great sage, a living sage of our time. And when I went to film him for our next documentary film that's titled Liberation, we filmed him. We went to many satsangs. And what I noticed was that Sahaja that we built as an ashram, when I went there the first time in 2011, I built the first 2 buildings with the help of the Muji team. And now there must be 150 buildings. And what I've noticed this last time is that the devotion and the abidance in the self is so strong. It's so powerful. I'm not kidding. It's the power of presence that is embodied not by just Muji, but all the beings, all the Sangha, and it has leaked itself out into the villages. There are communities. There are many communities around Sahaja. There's a restaurant that Muji Baba built.
And it's about 2 hours southeast of Lisbon.
Yeah. And what I noticed this last time I went is that the energy, the love, the devotion, the sadhana of the beings, they have leaked out into the villages, and you can feel it. It's palpable. And when I was hanging out, I went to the grocery store, what's the name of that grocery store?
Aldi's.
I went to the Aldi's. There's people shopping, and you can feel that they are from Sahaja. You can feel that they're from the Sangha. And it's from that feeling, that essence of beingness, that made me want to look around and see what's available for a place to buy around Sahaja. And because I felt like, okay, I just turned 71. What do I want to do for the next 15 years? Maybe I'll make it to, 81 or 90 or whatever. what do I want to do for the next 15 years? I thought, I want to hang out in this place. I want to hang out in this amazing energy that's everywhere. So I was compelled and drawn to this area to buy property. I didn't realize I was going to find 20 acres that I could develop. You know, I'm a builder. For 35 years, I'm a builder. I'm going to go build housing for people because there's a real shortage in housing around Sahaja. People can't find a place to live. They're living in tents. They're living in huts, using compost toilets and yurts to live in. I'm going to build casitas like you guys have there at Namaste Village. I just hired an architect this morning, sent him a deposit to start site plan approval for a dozen casitas. I think we can probably build, I don't know, 30 or 40. But I just hired the architect this morning. I want to do what you guys have there in Namaste Village. I want to put it about 6 kilometers from Sahaja, where you can actually walk to Sahaja in 45 minutes.
Yeah, when he came back to Maine after he got home, and he hadn't bought any property yet, he hadn't seen anything yet, but we started having this conversation about this change that's just kind of like came out of nowhere. And so when he's saying, what does he want? Then I get to ask the question too. Now, I don't want to go to Portugal. I want to be a homebody. I love this area, New England. I'm a cat mom. I love baths. I have my family here, my sisters, my mom. So we really just started talking about it, like that I don't want to go. And he does. And we want to stay married. You know, it just has nothing to do with us. You know, just so we have the best relationship. But it's just been a cool experience. So we're actually put the house on the market. We're looking for a place that we can live here in this area. So I'll stay here. He'll go there, back and forth. And yeah, it's just it's just been a cool, really amazing time. And he sent an email out. So those of you that did not see the email that Bill sent out, just send a message somewhere and we'll send it to you. But he gave very detailed, you know, because I'm looking at the time, so we're running short on time. But well, it's almost the end of the 30 minutes. So what he wants to do is build the casitas. He bought a house that's currently 3 bedrooms. He's going there on July 1st, next week. He's going to build that house into 5 rooms with private baths. He's going to have 12 areas for RVs. There's just, and when he sent this email out, because I just said to Bill, you need to tell people what you're doing. Just let everyone know. He sent this email out. He received so much mail back and so much excitement from people that are activated, that want to move there, that want to be part of this, that want to invest, that are just like I've been just sort of on hold, not sure where I want to go. And so it's just like this whole new energy, you know, new beginning, new chapter, new something, new. And it's just been cool to see the communication between us, you know, just to see this guy. He is every day outside building, landscaping. Yeah, he's something else to watch. Did you want to say anything else?
Well, I was just going to say the real reason that we do anything is to deepen our awakening. That's the real reason that we do anything. And it's important that we practice quiet listening so that we don't do stuff in the flesh, so that we don't make decisions with the egoic identity. That's why attunement is so important. That's why quiet listening is so important. And we both individually really rest in that place of presence, so that quiet listening isn't something that needs to be looked for. It has become always obvious. It's an obvious recognition of our beingness. And it simply asks that we be still. It simply asks that we be still and listen. And the truth is always here. It's always us. It's always waiting for us to be still. And then it imbibes itself. It envelops itself into our brain, our conscious thinking mind, and it moves us. It moves us into ways that we would never even think about with the thinking mind.
Yeah.
It moves us to our next destination when we're quiet. If we're chitty chattering, or we're worried, or we're embedded with fear and thinking what's next, I got to do something, we're living in efforting. And when you're abiding as presence in effortless listening, stillness moves you.
Yeah.
Quiet listening moves you, and you just know exactly what to do. How can a couple that's married stay married 5,000 miles apart and be happy about moving that distance and it's because stillness has enveloped this relationship.
Yeah.
And we're able to listen from there and move from a place of no mind. The emptiness of our being is moving, is selling this house, is moving Lisa to another place that I will come and go because she's going to occupy the house most of the time in the US. This project that I'm working on is a 5-year project. And I'm also, I don't have an attached to what happens with that either. It still has to be approved.
And no attachment to the marriage either. This is really like hands off the wheel, everyone, for all of I know.
Did I just hear you say that?
That's funny. He's already heard. We've already had this conversation. I love what you just said, Bill, about whatever the last couple minutes were. But I love Joseph Benner, and I know many of you in here. I know James loves the impersonal life, and I love what he said about the soul, like what we are as a soul, as like the infinite being, that which is nameless, that's maybe had different lifetimes, has permitted sickness, permits lack, permits difficulties, permits the conflict, and the soul permits the things so that, like you just said, Bill, everything's for the awakening. So that we say yes to these things already. So whatever difficulty you may be experiencing, to consider that and to say, I permitted this. I really asked for this conflict and chaos to lead you to the place where there's recognition, there's no solution here in the world, none. You will not find peace in this world. You will not find peace and happiness with a healed body, with a healed world. It's here now. It's not later. It's here now. And we wake up to the truth of what we really are, which is infinite. We're not a body. We're not people. And yet the people in the body can be used for the awakening, that we carry this light, that we're here to remember. I saw this post yesterday. There's a lot of craziness with, the United States and Donald Trump and now Iran and all that is. And somebody posted a thing that said something like, absurd times of insanity call for absurd amounts of love. Right? So that's what this is all about. Don't get involved in the chaos and the conflict and the judging. And the social media is crazy right now, crazier than ever. And I have to watch myself because I can get sucked right into it, judging, thinking, why did so and so do that? Why are they saying that? Why is there hate? Why is there lying? Come back. So anyways, it's a joy to be here with you.
And there's some people that put their email addresses. Please write to info@centerforawakening.org. info@centerfораwakening.org,
And I also am,
or write billfreeonline@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And
I just
and ask
copied them
about it.
all also. I got all your emails that were in the chat. Someone watching the recording. What is your email? I am billfree@gmail.com.
Billfreeonline
Billfree online.
@gmail.com. And some of you mentioned that you're coming to my 8:30 a.m. contemplation and meditation in the mornings. I've started that, influenced by Muji Baba when I was in Portugal. I've been doing it ever since I got back in April. And then I wanted to share it with the community, with the world. So from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, I'm doing a morning contemplation and meditation Monday through Friday. You're welcome to join. It's free, and you can also write to info@centerfораwakening.org and ask for the link for the morning meditation, and Lori will give it to you.
Yep.
And
That's it.
love you all.
I'm
Love
trying,
you
I'm
all.
copying your emails here. I'm copying the emails. So I have everyone that's in the chat so far, and we'll reach out. But
That's all we want to say, guys. It's just one big family opening. But you know, the thing to remember that silence is always only right here, right now. And it's in the listening and following right here, right now, just to that moment, that fire of love that may lead to nothing but a cup of tea, nothing but holding your hand out, nothing but maybe a smile. But that's the way that opens to what looks like these greater movements. But there are no greater movements. Every movement that follows the fire of love right now is all of it right here, right now. So I love you guys, and I'll see you at 3:15 for the 50-day birthday party. And I have some news for that too. So Chris, you take it away.
well,
with all this stuff.
we also let's all send love to James Twyman.
Yeah.
We love you so much. Woo!
Love you, brother.
We love you.
Thank you, everyone.
Love you, everyone.
So
Bye-bye.
together we say, only God, only love, only God, only now. Yay!
Love you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks to everyone. Love you all.